Hi everybody. Okay, today I'm gonna make a pot roast in the crock pot. Not your typical pot roast. I'm not using potatoes or carrots or anything. It's gonna be green beans and some tomato sauce. So what we're gonna do first is we have a boneless chuck roast. It was on sale, which was great. I took it out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes ago so that it would come to room temperature. This will let it brown really nicely when you do that. Take your paper towels and pat off some of the blood that's on there. You want it kind of dry so it'll get a good sear. I'm going to start heating up my pan while I do this too. I'm going to take this out of here and I'm going to turn it over and get it done on that side. And what I like to do is heat up a little bit of olive oil, not a lot, just a little so that it won't stick. You're going to give it a good salt and pepper, both sides. And make sure you rub the salt and pepper in. Okay, so we're seasoning it, just like that. And then the other side, we're going to put it on the pan. Get a good sear. Like hearing that sizzle. Okay. And I'm going to put some salt and pepper on this side too. We're going to season it in the crock pot, so you just really need a little bit of salt and pepper, like a pinch. We're going to let that sear up. So while this sears, you're going to brown it on all sides. I'm going to cut my onion. I'm going to use a white onion. I had half left over from last night's dinner. I usually use a whole onion, but I'm going to use half today. And I'm going to make them really thin dices. So that's been cooking on that side. I'm going to turn it over. Still kind of stuck, it's not ready to turn yet. You know it's ready to flip when it just lifts right up. Okay, once that's browned, we're going to put the onions in and saute them so they're cooked a little bit. And then we're going to add everything into our crock pot. Alright, so now my roast is lifting up. It's been about 3 minutes. It's got a nice sear on it. We're going to do the other side. So that's what it looks like. Got my caramelization, which I love. It's going to help lock in the juices. I'm going to let this side cook. A little bit brown on that side. And then we're going to add the onions into the pan. Alright, so this side's been cooking for a little bit. It's got a nice browning to it. So I'm going to stick it in the crock pot. And we have all these nice bits from the beef on there that we're going to release. Flavoring. We're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil to my pan, let it get hot, and I'm going to cook down my onions. And I like to use a wooden spoon to get up all of those bits off the bottom of the pan. I'm going to season up the onions. And then to the onions, I'm going to add some granulated garlic. about a palmful. And I'm going to add some more pepper also. Add a teaspoon of black pepper. Cook the onions. Alright, these are all nice and caramelized. They're starting to get clear, so you know that they're ready. I'm going to dump this into my crock pot. And to the crock pot with the onions and the beef, I'm going to add 2 cans of tomato sauce. I've already opened. And I'm going to cook this on low for about 6 hours. And then right before we're going to eat it, I'm going to add 2 cans of green beans. And that's it. And we serve it with brown rice. Or simple as that. If you try this recipe, let me know what you think.